Good morning, students. Now we are coming towards the last topic of chapter number 8, that is comparing quantities. We will see applications of compound interest. Okay. So first let us study example number 14. There it's given that the population in the year 1997 was 2000 and we have to find out the population for the year 2000. Okay. Now we can find it by two methods. The first method is going by three steps. First we will find out for 98, then we will find out for the year 99 and then we will find out for the year 2000 by adding 5% of the population. Or simply we can use the compound interest formula. Okay, this is population for the year 2000. P we will take as the population which is in the year 1997 and R which is given as 5% rate per annum. Okay, and N will be 3 years. So by one step we can directly find out the population for the year 2000. Okay. Similarly, for the next example number 15, let us first understand the meaning of appreciation and depreciation. Appreciation is similar to increase, okay, and depreciation is decrease in the value. Now suppose we are bringing a product, we are using it, so its value decreases. For example, we have brought a cycle for 5,000. Now the cycle is used for 1 year. So now its value has decreased. Okay. So the value of the cycle has depreciated. Okay. I hope you have understood the meaning of appreciation and depreciation. Okay, students. So write down the topic applications of compound interest formula. Okay. It is used when we have to find the increase or decrease when the rate is given. Okay, like increase or decrease in population, the growth of bacteria, and also the value of an item when it increases or decreases. Example 14, no need to write the question, but solve example 14 and example 15. Now moving towards try these, you have to do this. In this, the first sum is similar to example number 15 and the second sum is similar to example number 14. After you finish try these, then go for exercise 8.3. Question number 1. You just have to substitute the value that is given into our compound interest formula. For the second sum, the hint is also given, and students, I want you to read the question, try it once and then go through the explanation.
Good morning, Rita.
Total there are 12 sums. Okay, after you finish all the sums, then write down the summary of the chapter. Students, I want you to try the exercise once. It is just substitution. Okay, there is nothing that you have to think how to do or any challenge. Okay, now only in the second sum, after you do the substitution and find out A, okay, with the formula of compound interest, then another thing is you have to find out simple interest for this 4 months. Okay, and you have to add it to the previous amount. So this is the only new thing in your second sum. Okay, in the third sum, Fabina borrows 12,500, rate is given, time is given at simple interest, and Radha borrows the same amount for same time period at 10% per annum. Okay, but compounded annually. So find out simple interest for Fabina and compound interest for Radha and compare who pays more interest and by how much. It's easy. Fourth sum, Jamshed, I borrowed 12,000 from Jamshed at 6% per annum, simple interest for 2 years. Okay, if the same thing was done for compound interest, how much extra amount would I have to pay? So for the same amount, same rate and same time, that is 2 years, find out simple interest as well as compound interest. And you know which is greater, compound interest. And you have to find out by how much. Okay. Now Vasudevan invested 60,000 at an interest rate of 12% per annum, compounded half yearly. So here you will be using the formula of half yearly. You will be dividing 12% by 2. Okay. What amount would he get after 6 months? Here 6 months is the first n is equal to 1. And after 1 year, for 1 year, n will be equal to 2 because it is compounded half yearly. Children, whenever I am explaining, just pause the video, try the sum, finish the sum in your notebook, and then go for the explanation of the next sum. I am making all the explanation at once, but you can pause the explanation and you can try it yourself. And still, if you are not getting the right answer, we will be meeting in Google at 12:30 and you can ask me your queries. So it is very important for you to finish this exercise, these 12 sums before 12:30. Okay? Even if you have understood, don't do any calculation mistakes. Arif took a loan of 80,000 from a bank. If the rate of interest is 10% per annum, find the difference in amounts he would be paying after 1.5 years. Okay. Now the first condition is if the interest is compounded annually. And the second is if the interest is compounded half yearly. If it is annually, so you have to find it for 1 year and then for half year separately. And then when compounded half yearly, so n will be equal to 3. Okay. 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th and 12th. I'll be teaching you in the Google Meet. Okay. We will be solving it together. But I'll be very happy if you try once. Okay. Without the sum being explained, if you are able to do, that will add to your confidence. You should try yourself first. And if you're not getting, ma'am is always there to guide you. Okay, students? So let us meet at 12:30 and don't forget to write the summary. Thank you.